Now, let me tell you something that might just change the way you think about your health journey. Motivation, that's the spark. That's the fire that gets lit when you watch a powerful video, hear a moving story, or step on the scale and realize it's time for a change. It's that moment where something inside you says, enough is enough. And I love motivation. I love it because it gets people to take that first step, and sometimes that's the hardest step of all. But here's the truth that too many folks find out the hard way. Motivation alone won't carry you across the finish line, because that fire, as bright and hot as it may be in the beginning, tends to flicker when things get tough, when life gets busy, when results come slow, or when you just don't feel like it. That's when most people stop. That's where they say, well, maybe I'll start again next week. Next week turns into next month, and next month turns into never. That's why habit is the real hero in this story. Habit is what kicks in when motivation clocks out. Habit is brushing your teeth. You don't think about it, you just do it. You're not fired up about it, but you do it every single day. Now imagine if you treated your health like that. Imagine if taking care of your body, moving it, fueling it, resting it, wasn't some emotional high, but just part of your daily rhythm. That's where the magic happens. That's where long-term change takes root. People often ask, how do I stay motivated? And I tell them, you don't. You build systems, you build habits, and those habits will carry you when your feelings don't want to cooperate. You don't rise to the level of your motivation, you fall to the level of your habits. Let's say you commit to walking 20 minutes a day, not running a marathon, just walking. You might be pumped the first few days, but by day 10, that excitement might wear off, the weather might be bad, or the couch might start calling your name. That's when habit says, we do this anyway. And over time, that little decision, repeated daily, begins to reshape who you are. You become the kind of person who takes care of their body without needing a pep talk every morning. So yes, motivation is a wonderful place to start, but if you want results that last, results that stick, you have to lean on habit. Because motivation might get you out of bed, but habit is what gets your shoes on, gets you out the door, and keeps you going when nobody's cheering. And when you build the right habits, you don't just create a healthy lifestyle, you become someone who lives it. You don't have to do everything all at once. That's where a lot of folks get it wrong. They get all fired up, join the gym, throw out all the junk food, set 5 alarms for 5 a.m. and try to flip the whole life in a weekend. And by Wednesday, they're exhausted, frustrated, and usually right back where they started, maybe even a little worse off, because now they feel like they've failed. But success in fitness and self-care doesn't come from going big, it comes from going steady. The key is to start small and stay consistent. You want lasting change, you build it like a brick wall, one brick at a time. Rushing just makes the whole thing shaky. For example, you decide to drink more water, that's it. Just that one habit, no soda, no counting ounces, just more water. You do it every day for a week, then 2, then a month. And you start to feel better. Headaches ease up, energy ticks up, and suddenly you're thinking clearer. That one habit becomes part of your day. Now you're ready to add a little movement. A short walk after dinner, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, nothing fancy, but it builds, and before you know it, you're walking 30 minutes a day and feeling like a new person. You see, small actions done consistently will always beat big actions done occasionally. And you've got to give those small changes time to stick, time to grow roots. Because it's not just about doing something, it's about becoming someone who does that thing by default. Someone who makes healthy choices without needing to think about it too hard. When you start small, you also build confidence. You prove to yourself that you can keep a promise to your body. And every time you do, you lay another brick in the foundation of a healthier, stronger, more energized life. There's no deadline here, no finish line you've got to race to. This is a lifestyle, not a sprint. Don't worry about being perfect. Just focus on being present and being persistent. Take the pressure off. Replace it with purpose. Show up for yourself each day in a small, meaningful way. Because it's not the grand gestures that change your life. It's the daily choices that no one sees. And those small steps, repeated faithfully, will carry you further than any burst of willpower ever could. Now, somewhere along the way, a whole lot of good folks got it in their heads that taking care of themselves was that putting time aside to rest, to exercise, to eat right, to unplug and recharge meant they were neglecting someone else. Let me set the record straight. Self-care isn't selfish, it's smart, it's responsible, it's necessary. Because you can't pour from an empty cup, and you can't give your best to anyone if you're constantly running on fumes. Think about it like this. If your car is low on oil and making strange noises, you don't just crank up the radio and pretend it'll fix itself. You stop. You maintain it. Why? Because you know it won't get far without attention. Now, if that's how we treat a machine, why would we treat ourselves with any less care? You've got people counting on you, family, co-workers, friends. They don't just need you present, they need you well. They need you thinking clearly, moving freely, living joyfully. And the truth is, the better you take care of yourself, the more you're able to take care of them. You show up stronger, with more patience, more focus, and more energy. That's not selfish, that's stewardship. And let's be honest, burnout doesn't make you a hero. Skipping sleep, skipping meals, skipping movement, all that skipping doesn't get you ahead. It just wears you down. I've seen too many people sacrifice their health on the altar of hustle only to realize too late that success means nothing if you're too sick or too tired to enjoy it. Now, self-care doesn't have to mean spa days and bubble baths, though if that's your thing, by all means. It might mean waking up 15 minutes earlier to stretch. It might mean saying no to one more meeting so you can take a walk outside. It might mean packing your lunch instead of settling for fast food again. It's in the little choices, the quiet decisions that put your well-being on the calendar, not just as a backup plan, but as a priority. You've got one body, one mind, one life. Treat them with the respect they deserve. And remember, taking care of yourself isn't taking something away from others. It's giving them the best version of you. So don't apologize for putting your health first. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. Your energy determines your performance. Not your talent, not your intentions, not even your schedule. You can have all the skills in the world, the best to-do list, the biggest goals, but if you're dragging through the day, running on caffeine and fumes, it's like trying to drive a race car with no gas in the tank. You're not going far, and you're not going fast. Now, when we talk about energy, I don't just mean whether you feel tired or not. I'm talking about that deep down lasting energy that powers your focus, your patience, your drive, and your joy. It's the energy that helps you be present with your family, handle pressure at work, and still have something left at the end of the day for you. That kind of energy doesn't come from luck, it comes from how you take care of yourself. You see, the food you eat, the sleep you get, the way you move your body, all of it either fills your tank or drains it. And if you're constantly running on empty, it's going to show up in how you talk, how you think, how you work, and how you treat people. Ever snap at someone for no reason? Ever forget something important, not because you didn't care, but because your brain just felt foggy? That's not a character flaw. That's your body telling you it needs support. A tired mind doesn't make clear decisions, a stressed out body can't operate at full capacity, and a soul that's always putting itself last can't bring out the best in anyone else. So if you want to perform at a high level, whether that's as a leader, a parent, a business owner, or just in your daily life, you've got to protect your energy like it's gold, because it is. And no, you don't have to do it perfectly. This isn't about being some kind of health machine. It's about being aware, about understanding that every good decision, every healthy meal, every walk, every early bedtime is like putting money in the bank. You're building energy reserves for the moments when life demands more from you. So if you want to live with strength, with clarity, with purpose, take care of the engine that drives it all, because your energy is your edge, and when you protect it, you perform better, not just at work, but in every part of your life. Let me share a little truth that's easy to overlook in a world full of quick fixes and overnight promises. Small hinges swing big doors. That means the tiniest decisions you make each day, the ones that seem almost too small to matter, those are the ones that end up changing your life. We've been conditioned to believe that if something doesn't feel massive or dramatic, it's not important. But let me tell you, it's the small, steady actions repeated over time that unlock the big results. You want to change your health? You want more energy, more clarity, more strength? It doesn't come from a miracle product or a 30-day challenge. It comes from showing up every day and doing the little things right. I've met folks who beat themselves up for not making giant leaps. They say, I only walked 10 minutes today, or I just skipped the soda this time. And I tell them, that's the hinge. That's the shift. That's the moment everything starts to turn. Because it's not just about that one walk or that one meal. It's about the message you send to yourself. I matter, and I'm building something better. Big doors, the kind that lead to lasting health, strong habits, and a clear mind, they don't swing open all at once. They move when you apply consistent daily pressure. A healthy breakfast instead of skipping it. 5 minutes of stretching instead of scrolling. A glass of water instead of another sugary drink. You may not feel the change that day, but over time, you're stacking win after win, and what happens next is powerful. Those little wins start to build momentum. You begin to trust yourself. Your confidence grows. And before long, you're not forcing these choices, you're living them. You're not trying to be healthy, you are healthy, because you showed up in the small moments when no one was watching and you built something real. It's not about perfection, it's about direction. Every good choice points you closer to the life you want, and every time you repeat that choice, the door swings open a little more. So don't wait for a big break. Don't wait for the stars to align. Start with the small hinge. That one simple decision made today can lead to a life you're proud of tomorrow. You wouldn't buy a house, leave the windows wide open during a storm, never fix the leaks, and then be surprised when the roof caves in. Yet so many folks treat their body that way. Your body is the only place you've got to live, and you'd better start treating it like prime real estate, not a rental, not something you'll upgrade later. This is it. It's yours, for better or worse. And how you care for it today determines how you live tomorrow. Now think about how you treat something valuable. You protect it, you maintain it, you invest in it. You don't ignore it until there's a crisis. You take care of it because you know its worth. Your health is no different. If your body was a building, it'd be your home base, your command center. Everything you do, your work, your dreams, your relationships, they all depend on that foundation staying strong. And no, this isn't about having six-pack abs or looking like a magazine cover. That's not the measure of value. I'm talking about real, functional, day-to-day wellness, the kind that lets you wake up without pain, move without effort, and carry yourself through the day with energy and clarity. That kind of body is built through care, through rest, nutrition, movement, and mental peace. The problem is, we often don't realize how much we've neglected our body until it starts sending warning. A little fatigue here, a little back pain there, trouble sleeping, getting winded too quickly. These are warning lights, so your body's way of saying, hey, you haven't been treating this place too kindly. And if you ignore those signs long enough, the cost gets higher. And I'm not just talking dollars, I'm talking about time, freedom, and quality of life. But here's the good news. It's never too late to start investing in yourself. You can always repaint the walls, patch the roof, sweep out the corners. Every walk, every healthy meal, every hour of sleep is a deposit into that home of yours. And with enough small deposits, you build strength, stability, and longevity. So, the next time you're tempted to skip a workout, grab something quick and greasy, or stay up far too late for no good reason, remember, you're living in the only house you'll ever own. Take care of it like it matters, because it does. As we wrap this up, I want you to remember something important. The journey to lasting health, fitness, and self-care isn't about perfection. It's about the daily choices you make, the small actions that over time add up to big results. Take care of your body, your mind, and your spirit like they're the priceless treasures they are. Build strong habits, take one step at a time, and never forget that you are worth the effort. So as you move forward, I want you to take all the lessons we've talked about today and put them into practice, one choice at a time. Keep investing in yourself and watch how the results unfold. You've got what it takes to build the life you want. One small step, one good habit, one healthy decision at a time. Good luck on your journey, and thank you for being here. Keep going, keep growing, and remember, the best is yet to come. Thank you.